Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, sunshine. Yeah. It's sunny out today. Yay. Happy Sunday morning. Give everybody a few minutes. Everybody. Everybody. There we go. Meredith. Good morning. Hi. Good morning, sunshine. Happy way to start your day. Sunday morning, May 3rd? Yes, May 3rd. Tomorrow's Star Wars Day, right? May the 4th be with you. Yep, I went there. Hi, guys. How you doing today, Meredith? Good morning. Thanks for joining me early Sunday morning. I know a lot of people are probably still sleeping. I know my son is. But he stays up until God knows what time. Who knows? It's probably warm enough to be doing this outside on the porch this morning, but I'm kind of chilled this morning. I don't know why. There's a little bit of a breeze. I guess that might be it. But it's beautiful, and I can't wait to go run, clear my head. I feel like I need that today. Just waking up. Yes, me too, Meredith. Just waking up just now. Yesterday's run was good. It was at least sunny while I was running yesterday. And then it got cloudy. I was trying to, I had yesterday off, so I didn't have to work for any jobs yesterday. And I was gonna sit outside and read in the sun, and then it wasn't sunny. Like, what the heck? It was me. It was kind of gray and cloudy most of the day. And then, yeah, that would be great. I'm hoping that for you too. I have to go into work though, so in a little while, but that's okay. I hope everybody else has a nice, sunny, reedy kind of day. Nice Sunday. At least it's sunny out for my run this morning. So 4 miles today. I did 3 miles yesterday. Oh, you had a lot of sun yesterday, Meredith? I should have been where you were. It was very cloudy up here. I say up here, Ontario. So near 104, near the lake, whatever. It's pretty cloudy for most of the day. After the morning was sunny. I had a beautiful run yesterday morning in the park. There was a lot of people though. I didn't get out until probably like 9:30. And so there was a lot of people on the trails that I had to get around. Some of them were not the sort for social distancing and made me feel some kind of way, but whatever, it's fine. So I'm gonna do a road run today so I don't run into any people, and there's Sunday morning, there's no traffic at all this early, so as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna go do my 4 miles on the road, work a little bit on pace this morning, and yeah, just take it easy. I've made a concerted effort, a conscious decision to be more present today, so to stop letting my mind drag me to other places. Troy, good morning. Yes, Penfield is a tropical paradise, Meredith. Yes, in many ways. I'm sure that's true. Really, like I was saying, just trying to be present today. Not, I think that, the first thing that everyone kind of wrestled with when we got into this whole isolation thing was trying to cope with all the, or with all the downtime, right, without being busy. And as I start to re-engage with certain things and fill my time up again with other commitments as well, adding part-time job, and I'm sort of starting to transition back into having a busier mind that is getting occupied with other things in my downtime. Just thinking about planning and other things like that. And I'm missing all the downtime and the quiet, peaceful mind time. So I'm trying to find a good balance between those two things right now. And staying present is really challenging and rewarding all at the same time. But I don't know, thought entered my mind today where I want to be more present today, more in the now. So I did a little extra meditation this morning. I spent a good half an hour. I did 2 15-minute guided meditations, and it was good. It kept me present, kept me focused. My breathing on the mantra of being present, and hopefully that'll help today. So I'm gonna do a little run. I gotta go to the grocery store today. I get to go to the grocery store today. Sorry, reframe that. Before I head into to do some work today in the city, and then come back and have dinner with the kids from a distance. My youngest son is coming back from his mom's. He's been gone for about a week. This is the first time in years that he's been away from me in my house for that period of time. Literally, I can't even remember the last time he's been gone this long. So, and so when he does come back home, I really, aside from dinner, which we're gonna stay very far away from each other, and I'm gonna wear face covering. At least we'll probably sit in 2 separate rooms to eat, but I'll pretty much isolate in my room, and I'm sure he'll do the same. He gets on his video games anyway, so it's gonna be different and weird and new, but we're gonna do our best to get through this. So I'm looking forward to that, though. Can't wait for him to be back home, and he's been texting me too. He's like, "Yeah, this is really weird." So back to our normal routine. Cheryl, good morning. Oh no worries. You didn't miss me today. I'm usually a few minutes late, but I was kind of right on time today. I got up at 5 this morning, so I was ready to go. A little extra meditation and ready to go at 7:30 today. So looking forward to my run, getting that done, getting out, getting some moving meditation. Rest day is really, I don't like rest days so much, so I'm glad this new schedule, there's fewer rest days, there's more running days, less cross-training days, and less rest days, because I really miss running when I can't do it now. Which is funny, because for a long time I stopped running altogether and I didn't miss it at all, because I was lifting and doing other things, so it's weird. Yeah, I don't know what's, yeah, it's funny that you guys would even pick up on that. I don't know if it's, no, I'm not sad. Not sad. Just very introspective today. So a lot of, so I've been reading this book called New Seeds of Contemplation from Thomas Merton, and it's very existential. It's very, I don't know. It's hard to really connect with for me. But I'm trying. So I'm a little more than halfway through it. And I'm also rereading a Don Miguel Ruiz book. And I don't know if anyone knows, Don Miguel Ruiz wrote The Four Agreements and The Fifth Agreement and The Voice of Knowledge. I'm rereading that book for like the 4th time or something. I think it's the best of the 3 books of his that I've read. And it's so funny because the section that I'm rereading of that right now is about, the voice in our head and how it oftentimes abuses us and really makes us feel a certain way. And then and it's so funny because I just read this section and I had this conversation with one of my ROCovery family the other day about, feeling a certain way, about feeling she was starting to feel guilty about feeling a certain way and not being grateful. And it talks about that in this book and the way we sort of beat ourselves up, right? And how that makes us feel. And our emotions and our feelings are really what's true, right? It's the other part. It's the judgment. It's the, it's the talking to ourselves about what we're feeling. That's not true, but it's something that we're so programmed to do, right? I shouldn't be feeling this way. Well, it's that sort of judgment that keeps us sort of, and then we feel another way about feeling our first way. So I don't know. Just doing a lot of thinking, a lot of introspection around that. So not sad, just yeah. So just doing a lot of thinking around that, and a lot of thinking around, other things that, may or may not be just, I don't know. You can't like let it all out on these things. So as much as I want to share what's going on inside, some things you just got to kind of work through, right? And you talk about it with people who are close to you and trusted friends and whatnot, and try not to emotionally vomit all over everyone around you. Good morning, Sue. So no, I'm not sad, but thank you guys. That's really very insightful and nice of you to acknowledge that. Anyway, I've been struggling with that too, feeling like emotions are invalid because someone always has it worse. Yeah, I mean, and that's not like being true to ourselves, right? And not always comparing. Again, I was talking about this the other day, like with the whole, Facebook break, which I'm as each day that goes by, I'm more and more sure that it's going to be a permanent thing for me. Is that comparison and judgment? Like they're just evil, and there's something that we constantly do, right? It's just human nature, comparison and judgment, and it just feeds that voice in our head constantly. And I'm not even talking about judgment of others. I'm talking about judgment of ourselves, right? And then when we do have that automatic judgment of things that we see and input, then we judge ourselves for having that judgment. It's just crazy, right? And so I've found really that the whole meditation thing has really helped me, because it's helped to quiet that voice in my head. It's helped to quiet that comparison and that judgment, and really just feel the feelings, and then let go of any need to judge them as being good or bad, or right or wrong, or do I have a right or do I not have a right? Right, just kind of letting them be what they are, and sort of just letting go of that. Just let go. Yeah, so it's something that I feel like we all struggle with, right? It's part of being human. It's part of being in particular sensitive humans, right? Because we're always being introspective. We're always like aware of, if not completely tied into, the suffering of others, right? So we're always kind of evaluating our own thoughts and actions and words, and beating ourselves up for the ones that we don't feel like we're the right. Yes, comparison is a thief of joy. It absolutely is. That's great. That's an awesome. I love that. Love that quote, Meredith, because it's so true. So true. Comparison is thief of joy and happiness. And then just judgment of any kind, judgment of ourselves, judgment of others. But these things, they're human nature also. They're things that we can't beat ourselves up for doing, because they're just what we're inclined to do. Our minds just automatically go there. So don't beat yourself up for comparing and judging. Just try and, I don't know, I try to, as much as I can, stop the source of doing that, and meditation is a big way to do that. Mantras, breathing, staying focused in the present. Like I said, what I'm trying to do today is just remain present, remain, focused on what it is I'm doing, no matter how minor it was. Like this morning, I'm folding my laundry and I find my mind taking me to other points in the day. Like, what am I doing? Like, I don't know if I'm like trying to plan or if I'm trying to I'm just like, no, be present, fold the shirt, fold the, just really be painfully present in the moment and be where I am, and constantly just bring myself back, because my mind's going to wander because I'm bored and I'm on autopilot and I'm whatever. Just bring myself back to my breath, back to my, what it is that I'm doing. Even if it's just walking, right? That moving meditation. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of what's put me in this frame of mind this morning, this sort of quiet introspection. We are our own worst critic. Yes, absolutely. Oh, Cheryl, yeah. It's so funny. I was just talking about this the other day too, that, we need to show we're so forgiving of others, and yet ourselves, we're so hard on. We're so much less forgiving of ourselves, and, in so many ways, so less forgiving of ourselves. We need to extend that same, sort of grace to others, or to ourselves, as we do to others. Meditation does help. It does. Definitely our culture makes multitasking seem necessary, yes. Meditation does help, and then some days it's also really, really difficult, I find, at least. Like, my mind just wants to wander. In those days, I also need to give myself some compassion and let it go. Just let it wander if that's what it wants to do. Stop trying to fight it and just kind of let it go. And just accept that that's how it's going to be that day. And I don't know why. And I'm not going to even try and figure out why. But some days when I sit there and I try and meditate, right, the harder we shoot for a target, the more off that target we are usually. So finding a way to just kind of let it go. And I find when I go out and run, if it's just not there, just let it be what it is, and accept that today's run's just going to suck. Or today's just going to be one of those days where I struggle, and tomorrow I get to start all over again, and maybe it'll be better tomorrow. So yeah, just kind of let it be what it is, and let go of the need to control it, I think. Yeah, I do not want to even go down the road of multitasking, right? A lot of people take pride in that multitasking, but to me, like, multitasking when I was younger was something I definitely took a lot of pride in. But, as I get older, I want to be more focused. I want to be more present. I want to be, I really feel like a lot of people are busy for the sake of being busy, right? So I don't have to deal with, I don't have to think about it. It's almost like, again, another substance or a process addiction where, I just want to fill up my time as much as I can with all of these things to do, so I don't have to feel, I don't have to think, I don't have to, to really be introspective. And I find as I get older, I feel that need less and less. And I cherish and really seek out those quiet times of introspection and being able to process, thoughts and emotions and stuff. Anyway. We're all in such a hurry to go nowhere, especially now. Like, when I do drive into the city to go to work and whatever, people are speeding even more. I feel like even more now than ever before. I'm like, where are you in such a hurry to go? Like, what have you got going on right now? You just need to be going 80 miles an hour to get there. And like, a lot of people are driving really fast. And I don't know if it's like, I don't know what it is, but anyway, it's funny that you said that. Yeah, Mary Jo, absolutely. You're not the only one. I'm glad that we're here to talk about that for sure. So while folding laundry, trying to make sure you have everything figured out for the other things in the day week. Yeah. Yes, I do that. I can't see your whole comment, Meredith. I wish I could. I try to get it to expand. I can only see up to a certain point. Yeah, it is teaching people to slow down, definitely. And people that, and it's not always going very well. So practice mindfulness definitely lessens my stress in that moment, right? And just being present in the moment, because that's all we have. That's all we have is the present moment. There is no past, there is no future. Again, this is a lot of this book that I'm reading right now is so existential in that way, right? So it talks a lot about that, the present moment, and that's where the infinite creator, whether you believe in God or the universe or science or whatever it is, that is, this present moment is all we ever have, right? There is no past, there is no future, there is only right now. I don't know if anybody reads Eckhart Tolle. I say Tolle, but I guess it's Tolle. But I've read a few of his books too, and they're pretty amazing. The Power of Now and The New Earth and all this other stuff. He's incredible. A lot of that, and an easy read too. Unlike Thomas Merton, it was not an easy read. So much road rage, it makes no sense at all. No, it doesn't. Like, where are you trying to get to? What is going on? And I drive fast too, and I'm like getting tailgated and stuff. I'm like, wow, okay, cool. Have at it, man. I don't know. I'm not in a real big hurry to get anywhere right now. Tailgated all the time, even with shopping carts, Cheryl. You're funny. Yeah, it's interesting to see. This is one great big interesting human experiment that we're going through right now, and not to minimize the horribleness of it all and the reality of it all, but it is it's one of the most interesting times I think all of us are going to experience in that way, and truly being, I don't know, being conscious of that. That was the other thing too. I think maybe what a couple of you guys are picking up on is just I've been, looking more and more at statistics, and the CDC has like a running total of what's going on, and New York truly is the epicenter of this thing, and just the number of cases, the number of deaths that we've had in the state has been just mind-blowing. When this all started, everybody started talking about, well, it's just like the flu, and the flu kills so many more people every year, and it's just not true. I mean, if you look at the numbers in 2017, they had like 55,000 reported deaths of the flu and pneumonia combined, and we're already 11,000 over that, and we've only had this thing in our country since January that we know of. So we've already surpassed an entire year of the flu and pneumonia within 2 months. More than 11,000 more currently deaths, and it's just it's really sad how it was underestimated and underreacted to. And so I've been kind of doing some research, some of my own research behind facts and figures and statistics and stuff, and so that maybe that's been maybe that's where you're reading a little bit of the sadness. It just it's really the toll it's taken in this country in human lives has just been incredibly sad. So anyway, enough of that serious crap. Let's talk more about, so it's Sunday, May 3rd. Not true at all, the unpredictability also more than the flu. Yeah, right. Yeah, and we still don't really know everything about it, so I'm constantly looking at the numbers. Everyone tells me to stop watching the news, but I can't. Yeah, you do definitely. It is healthy to disconnect from it every once in a while. To be conscious of it is one thing, and to to do what we can to stop the spread of it is also important. But not getting too wrapped up in the negative aspects of it, or really staying too plugged into the news. I would agree with that. And like I said, maybe that's kind of what you're reading from me today, is that I have been too plugged into the news yesterday and early this morning, and picking up on some of that. So might not be a bad bit of advice, Mary Jo. And particularly today, get outside. It looks like it's gonna be nice out. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna follow my own advice. I'm gonna get outside. I'm gonna go for a run. I always feel better when I go for a run. So I'm gonna go do that, and then go on about the rest of my day. Go into work a little bit. Today took the day off yesterday, so back to it today. And yeah, so I will see everybody tomorrow morning. Monday is a cross train day. 4 miles today. Monday's a cross train day. And a busy work day tomorrow. So I will. I'll see you guys at 7:30 tomorrow morning. Thanks for joining me this morning. I appreciate you all, and I really can't tell you enough how much I appreciate you joining me every morning and having coffee. And I love you guys. And Cheryl, I'm glad we caught up this morning. Mary Jo, Meredith, Nikki, all you guys who join me every morning. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. This helps me as much, if not more, than it helps you. So I really appreciate you guys being with me. And I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow morning. Look for the comments later on. I'll post all the connections and all the other stuff, the meditations that I do and the running schedule and all that other stuff. I try and post as many resources as I can in the comments, and I'll do that again today too. All right, guys. All right. Love you all. Peace.